Chances are you've probably seen how influencers show you the sizzle reel, how they're showing off how social media is making them a lot of money. But the truth is it really? Today in this video, I'm going to show you the dark, shocking truth that you'll probably not find in other YouTube videos, where I'm going to reveal to you exactly how much YouTube paid me, and it's probably going to shock you. And if right now, if you are a current YouTuber, you'll be able to see exactly what are some of the things you need to be doing differently if you want to be able to monetize off YouTube well. And if you're not a YouTuber, well, you'll probably be able to see exactly what are some of the things you want to be able to be doing if you want to be able to monetize off YouTube. And hint, it's probably not monetizing off YouTube. And you'll see why that is the case by the end of this video. So with that said, this is not going to be one of those YouTube videos where I try to reel you in and after like 7 minutes of teasing you so that I can increase my watch time and retention time and then finally reveal to you exactly what it is, after 15 minutes in. I'm just going to start this video straight up by going the exact opposite of what I should be doing, which is trying to get people to stay and watch to the end, by just literally revealing to you what the full payout is lifetime and then last year. And I'm going to break down to you exactly what were my top videos and then walk you through why monetization of YouTube should not be a primary focus. So let's begin with this. Let me just quickly share my screen right now. And here's the shocking truth. Okay, let me just kind of move myself to the bottom right over here. This is the lifetime. Okay, so my YouTube account is like 10 years old. And if you take a look at my account over here, I never even really bothered with switching on monetization on YouTube until 2020. And the reason for that is because I never wanted to utilize YouTube for monetization. I just want to use YouTube to get more reach, to create these videos, to create awareness, to educate people, because I understood that my focus is not to make money off YouTube ads, even though I've been publishing for quite a while now. Now, however, so the question is, why did I switch ads on in 2020? The reason for that was because I realized from my influencer YouTube friends who are doing a lot better than I am, they told me that they suspect, not proven, they suspect that YouTube will push your videos out a lot more if you switch on monetization, because YouTube will be incentivized to do so. When you switch on monetization, that's when YouTube makes money, that's when you make money, and as a result of that, they would want to show your videos to more people. However, that theory hasn't been proven. YouTube never really announced their official stance on this. It's all just speculation. But because of that, I decided, hey, why not? Let's switch monetization on. So I did that in 2020. And as you can see, I do feel that that theory holds weight, because when I switched on monetization, YouTube did start to show my videos to more people. Now, here's the disappointing part. Let's take a look at how much last year was. Last year, in 2021, this was the amount. Last year, we got about 3 million views in 2021. We got about 42,000 subscribers, which, it's, depending on how you look at it, this literally means that if I wanted to hit my target of 1 million subscribers, man, this would be 20 years from now, if I did the math right. Yeah, 20 years from now, when I'm old in a wheelchair with my walking stick, I'll be like, hey guys, welcome, it's 2024. Wait, it's 2041. We've hit $1 million and 1 million subscribers, and we're holding a gold plaque. Anyway, so last year we did 39,000 in YouTube ad revenue. And for some of you watching this, you might be going, well, that seems like a pretty good, side hustle / revenue. Here's why it's horrible, okay? And here's what people don't talk about. In order to generate this amount, what you guys may not know is, like, literally right now, full-time on just video editors in-house, there's 5 of them, right? Literally right now, the team, in order to support what it is that I do, this doesn't even cover the cost, anywhere near the cost of publishing these videos. So chances are, if you are thinking about utilizing YouTube and monetizing off YouTube and being an influencer. On a surface level, it might seem like it's a good idea, but chances are if you want to scale, you want to get editors, even if you want people to help you with it, the cost is going to be pretty significant, which means, in other words, in most cases, now, are there going to be outliers, people like Mr. Beast who, literally makes tens of millions of dollars on YouTube? Of course, okay, but more often than not, you're going to realize that the cold, harsh reality is that YouTube monetization for most creators is horrible, and it isn't the best way to monetize. So in other words, the question is, well, why do I still do it? And why have I been consistent? It's because I realized that YouTube is crucial for the long-term game, not because of the YouTube monetization, but rather because of all of the other things around it. So this means that chances are, first of all, if you're new to the channel, perhaps you might want to consider subscribing to the channel, and so that I don't have to be 60 years old when we hit 1 million subscribers. Consider subscribing, smash the like button, just help the channel out. But the reason why I do it is because, number one, this is a great outlet for me to create content that I genuinely enjoy creating. Okay, that's one. Number two is that ultimately it does help with long-term traffic. You're going to notice that as I show you my best videos, a lot of these videos that got traction weren't even created last year, and you'll see why that is the case in a second. Let's kind of transition into the top videos during this period. Okay, now my top video during this period, first of all, this is an ad, so that doesn't really count, but let's take a look at like the organic ones. Okay, so if you were to take a look at the breakdown of the lifetime revenue, which is pretty sad over here, you'll notice that first of all, again, like every month it's like 2,000 plus. Okay, and again, that barely it doesn't even cover the cost. Okay, and if you take a look at the top earning videos over here, you will see that ultimately, think about this like all time. Okay, all time. So these are the outliers, right? Let's take a look at the breakdown. Okay, so this first video over here, this is what I believe is the magic of YouTube that many people do not put enough emphasis on. Okay, if you take a look at this video was published, what, about over 540 days ago. And you will see that it is not what happens in the first week, right? But rather how it compounds over time as your video gets discovered, as it gets recommended, as more people know about the channel, as more people watch related videos, and if you have good watch time and good retention, then I like to think about YouTube videos as kind of like real estate or an asset that you build up once and then you kind of collect rent on it forever. Okay, that's one angle, but you'll notice that it's not about the monetization. It is about what you do around it that ultimately helps you monetize. So like, what do we do here? Ultimately for me, I want to be able to market my software, Cartnetics, where we help people get more leads, convert leads to sales, increase the frequency of the customers, follow up them, nurture them, automate. So for me, I understand that when I talk about ads and sales processes, what is one of my goals? My goals is to be able to educate people so that they buy my products. It could be my software, it could be the trainings, it could be the courses, it could be books. But ultimately, my end game is to get people to get hooked and addicted to my software. Which, by the way, quick plug for my software. If you want to be able to try it out, get a 14-day free trial. Be sure to check out the link in the description box below. This video is sponsored by nobody. It's literally sponsored by my products, and that's ultimately one of many reasons why I create these videos. So if you take a look at the next one, okay, this second video over here, you'll see a similarity, right? This video has been created, what, slightly over 576 days ago. And again, YouTube is this marathon, right? I truly believe that over time, it's not over 3 months, 6 months, it's like a 5-year thing. Consistency is way more important than frequency. And this is how compounded over time, this is how this video gets me more subscribers. Same thing over here, this third video, you'll see that it's what, published 588 days ago. And it always kind of follows this curve, right? That where it's constantly increasing over time, very, very steady. And can you imagine when you have like, 30 of them, 50 of them, 300 of them? This would be like little salespeople going out there that's capturing more clicks, more leads, more sales in a very passive way. But It takes time. Okay, so this is what people don't see when it comes to YouTube. So let me just kind of summarize this entire thing. So when you are creating videos this year, next year, what is your goal? Your goal is not about monetization. You switch on monetization as an incentive for YouTube to push it out to more people. Ultimately, your end goal should be the thing around it. Are you utilizing YouTube to increase your positioning as an expert in your market, your niche, your industry, so they can demonstrate to your audience that you know what you're talking about, that you can help your audience by genuinely helping them? That's what I do over here. Are you utilizing YouTube videos to push out to your products? It could be an affiliate product. It could be your own trainings, books, courses, or in my case here, a software. Are you utilizing YouTube in order to build your presence, to capture more leads, to send people to your webinar funnel? Ultimately, it is what you do around it that's going to generate significantly more money for you than YouTube monetization. And I think that that is something that not enough creators are talking about. And that's why there's so many broke influencers out there, and hopefully you're not one of them. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below what is some of your biggest takeaways. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, do smash the like button and subscribe to this video or channel so that you get notified whenever we drop the next one. This is Peng Joon here, and I'll see you in the next video.